Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and I haven't had a video lately about an unusual divination method. So here today we are going to learn about divination with pinto beans, or actually any kind of beans. So yeah, I thought this was super interesting. Some of you said you wanted to know more about the methods in this What is My Destiny book, and I found Favomancy. It says Favomancy is a method of fortune telling that involves casting a handful of beans and interpreting the patterns they make when they land. Legend has it that this method of divination is even older than tarot. The term is derived from the Latin word vigia faba, which means fava or broad bean. This method of divination was popular among Islamic groups in Russia centuries ago and is still practiced by seers there today. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, fortune tellers who use Favomancy are referred to as bean throwers. A similar method of divination exists in Iran, which uses peas in place of beans. If you are a bean thrower, please let me know in the comment section. It says it's a simple technique that anyone can do. You can use any beans as long as they are dry. You can even use buttons or small coins. A full Favomancy set consists of 41 beans, which should all be a similar size and look as identical as possible. Okay. So here's what I did. I took this huge bag of pinto beans from actually Kroger, who is not paying me for this plug, but I took them out and I tried to find the ones that were similar in size and shape, and I came up with 41 of them. Now, I think I'm going to have to get a plain colored cloth to put on here because these snowmen are kind of distracting. But on the back of each bean, or on one side rather of each bean, you put an X. And then on the other side, there is no X. Okay, so that's going to help to answer yes or no questions. So anyway, let me see if there's something here I can put on the table so we can see the beans. Oh, there is. It's right behind me here. I've got this cloth, and you know what? This is for next month's videos, but I think we can just use this here. That's nice, huh? Okay, that'll show up the beans much better than the snowman with all the different colors. All right, so I got 41 beans in this bag, and I can use the rest for like soup beans or something. And it says, for a simple Favomancy reading, the simplest form is to ask a yes-no question using 3 beans. So mark one side of each bean with an X, which I did. Shake them in your hands as you would a set of dice and cast them onto a soft cloth on a table. If 3 beans lie with X's face up, it's a definite no. 2 is maybe, 1 is unlikely, and if none show the X, it's an absolute yes. All right, so let's take 3 of these beans. Think of a yes-no question in your head. I'm going to think of a yes-no question in my head. I've got 3 beans here. Each of them has an X on one side. I'm going to shake them up like dice. Okay, concentrate on your question. Okay, ready? Here we go. All right, so it's got 2 X's and 1 non-X. I don't know if you can see that. 2 X's and 1 non-X. Okay, so it says 2 with X up is a maybe. Okay, so this is a maybe. All right, so let's try again. Okay, think of another yes-no question. Okay, again, 2 X's and 1 non-X. It's another maybe. Well, I'm going to keep asking until we get a definite yes or no. Okay, ask another question. Think of one. If you need to pause it, go ahead. Okay, again, 2 X's and 1 non-X. Again, a maybe. All right, one more. This is the last one. Okay, now there's 1 X and 2 non-X's. So If one, okay, so that means it's unlikely. Okay, unlikely. So that doesn't make sense to me. If 3 beans lie with the face up, it's definitely no. Okay, get that. 2 is maybe, 1 is unlikely. I would think 2 would be unlikely and 1 would be maybe, because maybe seems more hopeful than unlikely, right? Okay, but you decide with your beans what you want the meanings to be, and then your beans will do, you know, your thing. Okay, so now it says you can also use beans as a tool for scrying. Take a bag of 41 beans, shake them up, and cast them all onto a cloth. Okay. Okay, so then, okay, cast them all onto a cloth. Okay, now it says, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and then look at the beans. Do any shapes pop out at you? If they do, make a note and see if they relate to your life situation. Okay, so my eyes are closed. I'm looking, and I'm going to see if any shapes pop out to me. This looks like a scythe to me for cutting long grass or hay. Let me see. Do you all see anything? I'm sort of drawing a blank here. For some reason, a scorpion is coming to my mind, and it doesn't really, this is looking like a scorpion to me. I don't know if it does to you, but for some reason, it's just putting that in my mind. So usually, if something comes into your mind, and it's generally a, you know, so there must be a message there. So, let's see, what else? Oh. Let me turn the cloth and see if that helps. You know, as long as I don't jump them around, but let me see. Okay. An axe. A high ponytail. If any of those things mean anything to you, let me know. All right, that's about all I'm seeing right now. I think it might be different if, like, they were spread out more. But again, this is like tea leaf reading or like cloud formation reading or coffee grind reading, things like that. So, and it's not the exact images you see, but oftentimes what images that the shapes of the beans or tea leaves or whatever brings to your mind. All right, so that's another way to use beans to use for divination. Okay, so it says reading beans with a fortune-telling square. You can also use the beans in conjunction with the fortune-telling square. You will need 41 identical beans, a notebook and pen, and the grid overleaf, which is this, which I just happened to copy. So there's that. So let's see what it says. Let me pull this up a bit. All right, hey. It says, shuffle the beans and then divide them into 3 random piles. Okay, like I'm a little confused. Okay, so let's do this. Divide the beans into 3. Okay, so I'm going to put this here for now, where you can see it. Okay, divide the beans into 3. Okay, so here we go. Let me get all the beans in my hand. Divide the beans into 3 random piles. 1 random pile, 2 random piles, and come here. 3 random piles. Okay, there's my 3 random piles of beans. Okay, don't count them. It says I didn't. Okay, divide the first pile into groups of 4 until you only have between 1 and 4 beans left. So this is the first pile. So 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 1. Okay, all right. Place those remaining beans in the top left square. Okay, great. So this is the remaining bean. Top left square is love. All right, do the same with the next pile of beans, placing the remaining beans on the top middle square. Okay, so this was the second pile. So we got 4, 4, and 2 in the top middle square. Okay, and then repeat the process, continuing to move from left to right, from top row to the bottom. Okay, so then do 4, 4, and 2. Okay, and then repeat the, continue moving left to right from the top row to the bottom. Okay, so then these are all 4, so the extra 4 and the extra 4. Well, this doesn't make sense. And the extra 4. And then all of these have, okay. But they all have, oh, I see. Okay, my bad. Okay, so I think you're supposed to just redo the piles. Okay, I get it. Okay, so we would redo piles of 4. Okay, so now we make 3 random piles. Okay, because it didn't make sense the other way. All right, here's all the beans. Okay, random pile 1, random pile 2, random pile 3. Okay, great. So, okay, so these beans are leaving little pieces. Okay, so that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 beans here. Okay, well, this makes a lot more sense. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2. Okay, put them all together, make 3 random piles. All right, I'm kind of digging this so far, but let's see what we come up with. Okay, so random pile 1, random pile 2, random pile 3. All right, so there's none left there. So I guess all 4 go there. And then 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so repeat the process. The more beans you are in a square, the more significance it has on your life. Okay, analyze the results. Jot down any thoughts and see how the results come together as a whole. Okay, so how would look at the ones with 4s? It's going to show me what's the most important, more significance the subject of the square has on my life right now. So home is super important right now. Health is super important. Happiness is super important. And friendship is super important. Okay, so those are the most important things right now. Home, health, happiness, and friendship. Home, health, happiness, and friendship. Okay, and then those have the most significance in my life. And then next comes travel, magic, and career, and money. Travel, magic, career, and money. And then last would be love. Huh, interesting. Okay, so happiness, health, home, and friendship. Okay, those are all sort of things that are not related to money. Happiness, I mean, I guess home could be, but I think it's meaning like feeling at home and, loving your home and taking care of your home. Okay, so home, health, happiness, and friendship. Okay, so that's really not materialistic, right? Whereas travel, money, and career all seem to be related to money. And then there's magic, which could or could not be related to money, depending on if you have to buy magical supplies. But I kind of think not. But the things that are secondary to me are more things like about career and money. And least important to me at this time in my life, apparently, is love. Oh, that's super, and you can read a book, you can make notes, you can put a lot of thought into this and see, that's pretty interesting. I kind of like that. So if I had more time to sit here and chat with you, I would take some time to analyze the results and jot down any thoughts and see how the results come together as a whole. Okay, so this is interesting. Of all the things, I like the yes, no, even though we kept getting maybes. And I really like this fortune-telling square thing. Very good. Oh, excuse me. Again, this book is What is My Destiny? I did a video on, let's see, what did I do a video on? On water scrying, so you might want to look that up under the playlist that's about divination methods. There's a bunch more. If you'd like to see more from this book, which is What is My Destiny by Astrid Carvel, a guided journey to help you unlock the secrets of your future, published by Circus Books in 2022. Okay, so if you like this, if you think this is a cool book, I think it's a cool book, you might want to get a copy of that for you. I actually found this one, believe it or not, at Five Below, but I'm sure you can find it online too. All right, friends, that was my video on divination with pinto beans or any kind of beans, Favomancy. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not done so. It's free for you, and it helps me out a whole lot. Now, if you would like to support the channel monetarily, you can join the channel group, The Lucky Pennies, get chances to win tarot decks and free readings, and you get to see videos that no one else gets to see. So I want to thank you for being with me today. I appreciate you so much more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. And I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.